So any place you go in prison, there's not a lot of money and opportunity. And so immediately when you step foot on a compound, you hear about the private industry jobs through the inmates. It's kind of like this magical dream place that everybody aspires to get to.
So in 2006, we had a rapidly growing manufacturing company in Hutchinson and couldn't find enough entry-level manufacturing labor. We actually started with hiring work release inmates, and they couldn't provide us enough of those, so the warden came to me and said, Pete, if you could figure out how to move your business inside the walls, I've got 1,200 guys looking for work.
Year 2020 will be my 9th year at King. We're cracking into the big league of manufacturing seating products for zero-turn mowers.
So there's welding, there's sewing, there's light assembly, there's some heavy assembly. We use various kinds of computer-aided equipment, and inmates run all of those.
There's a stigma around people incarcerated. Of course there is. We're the outcasts of society. That's why we're in here. But part of the problem is, if guys sit in here and don't have opportunity and don't have hope, their day is going to come when they get back to the free world. Now they get out there and they exude the behavior that was promoted in here, which is the opposite of what society wants. So the change that we hope for in society, that people get out, better people, change people, people that you would want to live next to, has to start in here.
We just did a recidivism study, our own study of the men that worked for us over the last 5 years. 77 have been released that worked for us, 5 have come back. And so we think recidivism rates is a huge benefit.
A lot of guys, they don't have good examples of relationships or friendships or work ethics. The culture that we have out here at King, the guys that we have out here are much better suited to be in the free world and much better suited to be influencers on the guys around us.
Yeah, I think that to create more of an opportunity, we just need to expand that level of influence. So whether that be our company expanding or other companies expanding, getting those opportunities.
I think instead of opportunity for 50 or 60 men, if we could employ a third or a fourth of this prison, then I think you see major shifts in behavior, in thinking patterns, in the people that are going to the free world.
I visited a facility next door to us. 5 guys grabbed me. Hey, how do I come work for you? How do I come work for you? And that's what we want to do, is keep growing that mentality. It becomes a greater environment for everyone. The officers, our employees, everyone grows from that. They're going to exceed. They want to do a good job. And the guy next to them wants to do a good job.
Giving them a job gives them self-worth and individual responsibility, plus they learn a trade. And then they learn how to work as a team. And I think that is really critical in society. So many of them want to do their own thing, but when they get out, they've got to deal with other people. So I think that's really important.
This is actually my first real job in my whole life, so it gives me that good perspective too, how to cope with people, understand people, learn how to work with people.
Even when I first came to prison, I was still a little wild and rebellious. I got around a handful of guys that were doing something different, that were spending their free time studying, deliberately being influencers to those around me. And here I am 8, 9 years later, and now I'm an influencer.
What's hope look like? It's not something you consider very often. Everyone wants to come to work tomorrow, and they want more guys to come to work tomorrow.
Just thankful to be out here, to be honest. I never thought I was going to ever get this far, so I look at life different now.
I can look in the mirror now, and I'm happy with what I see. My son is proud of me. My family's proud of me.